Welcome back, YouTube. It is Saiko, and today we are here back with another video in our 30 teams in 30 days series. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Dallas Mavericks. But before we get into the video, if you guys could please hit the like button and also hit subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you guys could do that, I would really appreciate it. And I'm pretty sure that Luka Doncic would too. This offseason for the Mavs in terms of losses wasn't too big. The only big guy that they really lost was JJ Redick, but then again, he just retired, so I mean, no one was gonna get him from you anyway, so I mean, there's that. And as for the free agent stuff they got this offseason, they were able to re-sign Tim Hardaway Jr. and Boban Marjanovic, and they were able to sign guys like Reggie Bullock, Sterling Brown, and Frank Ntilikina, not to be confused with what Steph Curry called him, which I'm not going to talk about because yeah. Oh, and they were also able to get Moses Brown from the Thunder in exchange for Josh Richardson, who's now on the Celtics. And also this year, the Mavs didn't have a draft pick, so that pretty much does it for their offseason. As for the starting lineup on this team, I'm pretty much expecting it to look like how it did last year, where we have Luka Doncic at the 1, Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to run the 2, Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be at the 3, Kristaps Porzingis is going to be at 4, and Dwight Powell will run the 5. Off the bench, I think the guys who are going to get a majority of the minutes as backups are going to be Trey Burke, Jalen Brunson, Reggie Bullock, Maxi Kleber, and Willie Cauley-Stein. Luka Doncic is basically an MVP caliber player, and I'm pretty sure we all know this. I think this year is finally the year where he cracks top 3 in MVP voting, but obviously that's not going to happen if the team around him doesn't function, so it's mostly up to them compared to him, really. We all know what he can do, and I kind of see that as a problem on this team. My problem is that I feel like a good 80 to 90% of the time when we see Luka play, it's pretty much the team relying on Luka magic, only him by himself. The guy could probably average a 30-point triple-double if he wanted to, but I mean, is that what we want to see night in and night out? I mean, yeah, it would be amazing, but at the same time, what does that say about the pieces around him? I expect Luka to pretty much kind of just be consistently who he is as last year. I mean, if he dropped off this year by a little bit, I'm not going to be like, oh, all of a sudden he kind of just dipped down, or he's on the decline or whatever. He's been consistent for so many years, and I don't expect that to change, especially not this year. Tim Hardaway Jr. was a guy who was in and out of the lineup last year with Rick Carlisle, but apparently Jason Kidd wants to run him in the starting lineup this year. The guy is pretty much the best sharpshooter you could put right next to Luka, and I expect him to do that, shoot the ball. But I also heard about how Jason Kidd pretty much wants him to work on the defensive side of his game as well. We all know that he can shoot, he can score, but if he's able to play defense or at least be a decent defender next to Luka, I wouldn't complain at all. It would make him a two-way player, and I think that's what I would really like for him to be right next to Luka. Dorian Finney-Smith is going to come in and be the 3-and-D type guy that he's been for the last couple of years. He's going to shoot, he's going to play defense. What more can you ask for? Kristaps Porzingis was confirmed to be the starting 4 this year because Dwight Powell is going to be starting at the 5. And I'm really happy that he's not the starting 2 guard. That's such a stupid joke that I made, but I mean, Porzingis played like a 2 guard last year, so that's why I made it. Stupid joke is stupid. I make them all the time. Jason Kidd wants Porzingis to pretty much put the ball on the floor a lot more, and I hope that doing this actually kind of unlocks his game even more, and he can return to that all-star caliber player we saw a few years ago. I just don't want to see him being a spot-up shooter or just only taking jump shots. I want him to get to the rim. I want him to block shots. I want him to rebound, even though he's just never been a great rebounder. You guys get what I mean. I just want him to be great because I'm a big fan of Porzingis. I really like him. He's the unicorn for a reason. He's supposed to be the number 2 next to Luka, but honestly, the last year or so, he's kind of looked like a number 3 in my eyes. I really hope with this new role that he's going to be put in that he's going to be able to bounce back from last year and just become an all-star and also be the number 2 next to Luka, because he really does need that true number 2. Otherwise, I don't know if he's going to have a future in Dallas. Dwight Powell was confirmed by Jason Kidd to be the starting center of this team. He's going to come in, he's going to roll to the basket, he's going to get dunks, he's going to lay the ball up, he'll block shots. He's going to do what he's done the last couple of years. Catch lobs, get dunks, hit layups, just all the offensive stuff that you could just ask for a center. Basically rim run. Trey Burke is going to be a guy who's pretty much going to get buckets off the bench, whether he's scoring at the rim or he's shooting the ball. He's just gonna find a way to, score somehow. Jalen Brunson is probably my favorite player on this Mavs team right now. He's just such a good all-around player. He's good on offense. He's a perfect spot-up shooter for Luka, and he's also a pretty good defender. He's not a great individual defender, but he's a pretty great team defender, and I mean, if you can do that, that's better than nothing, man. I just think that Jalen Brunson is just all around really good. Reggie Bullock is going to be looking to replace Josh Richardson in this whole 3-and-D type role that he played last year. And I mean, that's pretty much what he's done his entire career as well. If anything, I think he's probably going to be better than Josh Richardson was for the Mavs this year than last year. And plus, he's a better three-point shooter than Richardson in general. I mean, I guess you do lose a little bit of the playmaking because, yeah, Richardson did do that, but I mean, you got Luka, you got Jalen Brunson, you got Trey Burke. You have like a lot of guards who can pretty much, put the ball on the floor. And plus Porzingis is going to get that opportunity as well now. So I think that Reggie Bullock being here is actually the perfect fit for them. Maxi Kleber is going to be the stretch four that we've seen him be for the past couple of years. He shot 41% from three last year. So if that doesn't tell you that he's a really good shooter from three, then I don't know what does. I know that he was supposed to be this like new next Dirk Nowitzki, but I mean, he ain't. And I don't think we're ever going to see that from him either. He also plays pretty decent perimeter defense for a guy his size, and he also is able to block shots a lot. Willie Cauley-Stein is a guy that I see pretty much getting lobs and blocking shots, pretty much like what he's always just been. But if he doesn't get backup center minutes, I see a guy like Boban Marjanovic or even Moses Brown getting those backup minutes, especially Moses Brown because he looked really good as a young guy in OKC last year. As for this team's record, I kind of don't see it changing from where they were last year. I kind of pretty much see them around the realm of being a 5th to 7th seed this year. And I think it just kind of sucks that the Mavs just always kind of end up like middle tier in the West. But the West has always been competitive. So, I mean, them being around the 5th to 7th seed is probably really their ceiling unless the guys around Luka really like just elevate their game to a whole nother level. Then that's the only way I could see them getting past the 5th seed. If Porzingis can really up his game, he's really going to be the key to the Mavericks getting up in the standings. Will this team make a jump this year, or are they just going to be around the same place that they were last year? Will Luka win MVP this year, or is someone else going to win it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe for more content. My name is Saiko, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for another 30 teams in 30 days on the Milwaukee Bucks. Bye, guys.